Welcome in. This is Henish. I got a theory, and I'm here with my friend Samantha Belzer, sales executive for Lawyers Title. We're not here to talk about real estate or title insurance or anything like that. We're not even going to do a market update.
Nope, we're not going to do a market update.
Because you've got an interesting theory, and I want to hear more about it.
So my theory is basically that twins have an unbreakable bond. And I can relate because I have a set of twins. So.
Okay. But are there other twins in your family besides your own?
They're not. So here's the thing about twins is, so fraternal twins are genetic. Identical twins are complete random. And I have identical. So there's no twins in my family.
Is that the right word or is it opposite?
What's that?
Identical?
Identical
are not genetic?
Are not genetic. They're
but
complete
they look
random.
The same?
But they look the same. They come from the same egg and then they split. And then that's how you have identical twins.
And they have different genes?
They have actually the same genes because they're identical.
Okay.
But it is not genetic. It's complete random that an egg splits.
Okay. Tell me more about the bond because they're 3 years old?
They're 3 years old. So everyone warned me that, they're going to have this bond. They'll have their own language. And at 2 months old, one of my twins went into the ER and he was in Children's Hospital for about 3 days. And the second we took him into the hospital, the other twin became anxious. And wouldn't sit still, was freaking out. We couldn't calm him down until we brought him into the hospital and we laid them together in the incubator together, and then they completely calmed down and slept together.
Wow.
And even now to this day, they have their own language. Like I'll hear them talking about things and they can speak clearly, but now they have their own language where they just communicate completely.
That you don't understand.
That I don't understand, no.
That's interesting. So they're developing at the same age and they've put together words that they've identified as their own language.
Yeah.
I've heard of kids doing that and just is bizarre to experience. So when you hear your children speaking something different, you correct them or do you let them do it?
I let them do it.
Yeah.
And I just let them, laugh about it. But they are polar opposite though too. Even though they have the same genes, one's high strung and one's really mellow.
How do they interact with your older child?
So with the oldest, one will group up with the oldest and gang up on the other one. Mm-hmm. But every now and then, like for instance, last weekend, we separated them. I try and separate them just so they can have their own identities. I don't dress them the same. And they get anxiety if they're apart. As much as they fight and get on each other's nerves, when they're apart, they want to be back together.
Do you think it'll endure for their lives?
I think so.
Do you know other twins as adults that have that kind of unbreakable bond?
Yeah.
Can I tell you that stuff?
Yep. Yeah, I've had several that have told me that they just felt something was off and they'll call the twin and something has happened. They just have this unconditional bond where they know what's going on with the other one. They just sense it and feel it.
Have you ever read twin studies, like in psychology reports and stuff like that? Anything that like resonates with you specifically now that you've got your own?
Not really, because I just try and have my own outlook on it. And like I said, I always just try and let them have their own separate identities. And I think that's helped them be kind of polar opposites.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because like I said, they do get on each other's nerves, but then they're extremely, extremely close. Like for instance, one this morning, one came into my bed in the middle of the night and the other one came in this morning. It was like, good morning. Where's Kyler? Where is he? And I'm like, he's right next to me. And that's the first thing they're concerned with is each other.
Yeah. Wow.
Not concerned with their older brother, but concerned with each other.
Right.
So it's very interesting. Or like I have videos of them where they like switched pacifiers or they are feeding each other. It's really interesting.
Wow, well, I'm interested to see how this pans out for you over the next few years with the kids and their unbreakable bond.
Right, it'll be interesting.
Samantha, thank you for joining me.
Of course.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And sharing your theory on these twins.
Yep, awesome, thank you.